Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 74 of Isolate, Meditate, Create. My name is Jessica Lynn Johnson, and I am the founder and CEO of Soaring Solo. Soaring Solo is a company dedicated to the direction and development of one-person plays. And this experience is every hump day during stay at home. So every Wednesday we will gather together for Isolate, Meditate, Create, and do some meditating and writing and connecting with one another in creative community to just keep us going, keep us inspired and connected during this time. So if you have something nearby you to write with and write on, that would be great. As soon as we're done meditating, we're going to jump into the writing portion of today's experience. So go ahead and find a comfortable seated position and just close your eyes and start to focus on your breath. Long inhales in and audibly exhaling out if you need to. Just let everything start to slow down, allowing yourself to drop into this present moment. And try to release whatever else you have to do today or any personal dramas going on. Let go of your to-do list. You can pick all that up later, but for now, just be in this present moment and let everything else go. With every breath, allowing your mind to clear more, creating a blank canvas. And just gently notice any thoughts that are racing around your mind or passing through, and just let them pass on through. Try not to attach to them. And just take a moment to do a body scan from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, passing through each part of your body, noticing where you might be carrying any tension or discomfort or pain, where you might be clenching muscles. Just put your attention on that part of your body, breathing deeply into it and nourishing that part of your body with your breath. Imagining that warm and nourishing light is filling it and relaxing it. And just notice all the energy of support that is available to you right now. The support of the chair, the ground, the floor beneath you. The support of each and every person on this call. My support. And most importantly, your own support. Just bask in that energy of support that is available to you right now. And just imagine that on every in-breath, you are breathing in things that fill your cup, things that are going to help you approach your day with as much joy as possible. So just imagine breathing in optimism, perseverance, awareness, kindness, patience, generosity, love, acceptance, non-judgment, abundance, creativity, passion, curiosity, whatever you need to call into your life, just imagine breathing that in on your in breath. And just imagine on every out breath, you are releasing those things that do not serve you, releasing those things that steal your joy and empty your cup. Judgment, anger, bitterness, fear, paranoia, resentment, scarcity, whatever it is that you personally need to let go of today so you can enjoy this day to the fullest, just imagine releasing that on your out breath. And just continuing on in this cycle of breathing in what serves you and exhaling what does not. And imagine now that your breath is starting to transform. And on your out breath, you are now able to give back to the world whatever it is that you have to offer today. So, again, just imagining breathing in all those things that serve you and fill your cup. And now on your out breath, returning back to the world your own sense of generosity, kindness, patience, love, abundance, understanding, resilience, encouragement, creativity, innovation, courage. Whatever it is you can give back to the world, just imagine that on your out breath so that your breath reflects a cycle of both giving and receiving. And in the next few moments, I'm going to guide you through a visualization. So just keep your eyes closed, your breath deep, your body relaxed. And just trust whatever comes up for you. Try not to control it or make sense of it or judge it in any way. Just go on the journey. I want you to call to mind a time when you felt pressure, a time when you felt pressure. Maybe this was peer pressure, maybe this was societal pressure, maybe this was family pressure, religious pressure, maybe even internalized pressure that you put on yourself. But I want you to think of a time when you really experienced a lot of pressure being put on you. And as you recall this time of pressure, just recall as many details as you can. When did it happen? About how old were you? Where were you? What city? What state? What country? What season of the year was it? Who else was involved? Just try to recall as many of those details as you can. And what was it about this situation that put so much pressure on you? What made it a pressure filled situation? And did you give in to the pressure? Whatever the pressure was on you, did you give in to it? Did you rise above it? Did you participate in it in a way that you felt good about? How did the pressure affect you and your actions? And did you learn anything during this time of pressure? Were any lessons learned? Did you sharpen any skills during this time? Were you made stronger or weaker in the midst of this pressure filled situation? And what was the result of all of this pressure being put on you? Did it turn out well? Did it crash and burn? Was it kind of mediocre? What was the experience in the aftermath of all this pressure being put on you? How did it turn out? And as you look back on it, would you have done anything differently? Or would you apply anything different moving forward if a similar situation comes up? And just take another moment to reflect on this memory, to see what your intuition or imagination wants to show you. Just take that information in. Take another deep breath in. And on your exhale, slowly coming back to this moment, opening your eyes. And please reach for whatever it is you have to write with or write on. I'm going to set my clock for 8 minutes. And I'd just like you to write as freely as you can for those 8 minutes, being as uncensored as possible. And just allow yourself the grace of a first draft. And if you need any guidance, you could write from a first person perspective, just a first person monologue. You could also personify pressure and give pressure a voice and make it an entity that is telling this story or speaking to you. You could write poetry or song lyrics, maybe a multiple person scene, and in solo theater, you'd be playing those characters. Whatever feels right to you, just allow yourself to express. I'll let you know when your 8 minutes are up. You have about 4.5 minutes left, 4.5 minutes. Minute and a half left, minute and a half. Okay, please wrap up your writing. And like I always say, if you wrote in a journal or on scrap paper, that's wonderful. A lot of times we write even more freely when we write on hand to paper like that. However, I would encourage you then to transcribe what you've written into your computer. Specifically, Google Documents is really wonderful to be able to use and share with your technical team later down the road if you want to turn this into a solo show. And be able to share the document quite easily and have other people put their notes in it and things like that. And I also encourage you to share what you've written either today or a different day of this experience with someone who is safe and supportive and can really hold that creative container for you and witness you. And if you want feedback, I always encourage in the early stages and the infancy stages of creating your show to be really gentle with yourself in terms of feedback and maybe only limit it to positive feedback, things that they really loved and resonated with, or questions, things that they didn't understand and needed more clarification on. Those I think are two forms of feedback that are really useful in the baby stages of creating a solo show. Next, you'll see I have some announcements over in the chat. So some really exciting things. So this Saturday is my 100% free, 100% awesome solo theater class. It will be on Zoom. So in order to attend, you need to RSVP via my website. Just go to jessicalynjohnson.com under free stuff, and you will see the link to join the free class. You don't have to have any experience and you don't have to bring anything with you, meaning you don't have to provide material or anything. I will provide a writing prompt during the class. And if you would like to share something that you've prepared in advance that is solo theater related, you may do so if there is time. So I just go first come, first serve throughout the class by virtual hand raising. So all of that will be explained in your confirmation email once you RSVP, so be sure to do that. So that's this Saturday, June 20th, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. Next, the Saturday, June 27th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific time is the LA Women's Theater Festival Hot Off the Press reading event. So this is a reading series that we've been doing for a few years that features upcoming solo artists who have new works in progress. So I'm so proud to have 3 members of the Soaring Solo community sharing their work. And then there's also a couple of other artists who the board selected to be a part of this event. Whose names escape me at the moment, I apologize, but the Soaring Solo community, we have Barbara Brownell, who is on this call today. I'm very honored to have her participate, as well as April Wade Wish and Kevin Neighbors. So the 3 of them will be featured. We're really excited to have Kevin be a part of it as well. Just given the current climate and what's going on in the world, we felt it appropriate to have Kevin share his story, even though he is a man and it is the LA Women's Theater Festival. Kevin is an African-American Actually, he's biracial, and he is presenting a story about police brutality, and he presents it in such a loving and thought-provoking way, and we just felt it was really appropriate for what's going on and just to enter into healthy conversation about everything we are experiencing societally right now. So he's going to be a part of that. We're very excited. And Barbara and April's pieces are wonderful as well. Oh, and I just remembered Lynn Jassum was also selected. Lynn Jassum is also a really valued member of the Soaring Solo community, and she is going to be performing a new piece as well. So I will be co-hosting that with Juliet Jeffers, who is a skilled solo artist. She will be by my side co-hosting, well, be by my side on Zoom anyway. And you can get your tickets for that on my website. I'm going to be putting that link up later today, and I'm sure it will go up on the LA Women's Theater Festival site soon too. It is on Eventbrite, but just to make it easier for you, I'm going to put it on my website under events. So that'll be available later today so you can support. I think tickets are only like $5 or $10 or something, and all proceeds go toward the LA Women's Theater Festival to continue to support the work that we do in empowering diverse voices and important stories. Also, if you're wanting to coach with me in any capacity and take your show to the next level, we can book an initial consultation for an hour for $59 via Zoom. I also do power pair sessions, so you're matched with another solo artist. And those are 75-minute sessions, and those are just $45. And then I also do small group coaching sessions with up to 6 solo artists at one time. Those are 2 hours long and just $35, and kind of acts like a solo theater writer's room, I would call it. It's a really fun experience and a great way to get feedback from a small, intimate audience on your work. So those are some things that I'm offering there, and you can email me at soringsoloartist@gmail.com. And lastly, if you missed any of the 74 days of Isolate, Meditate, Create, please feel free to just go to my YouTube channel, go under Jessica Lynn Johnson, Soaring Solo Artist, LLC, and you will find all 74 videos, plus a bunch of bonus videos and tips and tricks on solo theater. So be sure to check that out. And as I had mentioned, when was that, earlier this week or last week, I think it was on last Friday, I said that I'm also going to be looking for different interactive free offerings that I'm going to be doing as we continue on in this stay-at-home kind of ambiguous space that we're in right now. Just question and answer sessions, and maybe some performance things. And so as I think of those things and brainstorm, I'll be posting about those on social media and on my website and keeping you guys in the loop, because I just want to keep us connected and creative as everything continues to change and shift every day. And Mandy, that is the cutest little cat. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, everyone have a really blessed Wednesday. It was so good to see you all again. And I will see you next Wednesday. I believe that's the 24th of June, but next Wednesday, hump day, for another Isolate, Meditate, Create. Thank you all so much. Bye.